Welcome to Your Music Live.
Your music, your music, your music live.
It is Your Music Live. Welcome to the show. Your Music Live is brought to you by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Yes, if you're an independent musician and you want to release your music to Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube Music, all the places for just $19.99 per year, you can release to those places and more using DistroKid. And if you use the link up there, 7% discount on your first year. That's a pretty good deal. This is Your Music Live, and this is the home of the best independent music on the interwebs. And we're going to kick things off with someone who would be familiar to you if you've caught the show here before live on the channel, and that is our man Russ. 8889, yeah. So confuse everybody. Get those angry Russ emojis happening here in the chat as we play this tune. This is called We're Gonna Have a Good Time, and I couldn't think of a better title to kick us off here on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
What is it that you want to do?
Well, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free to ride. We want to be free to ride our machines without being hassled by the man. We want to get loaded. We want to have a good time.
When I get a track from Russ called We're Gonna Have a Good Time, as if I can't open Your Music Live with that very track. So another very cool one there from our man Russ 8889. And I buried the lead because I didn't actually say what Russ had to say about that track, and it was the following. Hi Pete, hope you're well. Yes I am. This track was made by taking some parts made in GarageBand, drums, percussion, keys, and more bits added in Nano Studio. I uploaded it to SoundCloud, but I always thought it was missing something, so I wanted to go back and get my cousin to lay down 2 guitar tracks over it. I chopped them both together, and this track was the outcome. Very cool outcome indeed, and very well done. Welcome, everybody. How are you doing? It's a Friday afternoon for many of you. It's Saturday morning for me, and we're going to have a good time here. And a band that I've been having a good time playing recently is a band called State of Mind. So let's get our 90s grunge rock on. We've had a bit of a party, a bit of a disco party to start with. Let's jump over and take a listen to a tune called Awake, because I'm very awake and I want to make sure that you are all awake too. So this is Awake by State of Mind here on Your Music Live.
space. Reality is the game. In my dreams, the open gate. Hear the fires in my head, and desires left unsaid. Sleep through the pain. Sleep through the pain.
I love it. Takes me all the way back to the 90s. Does a bit of State of Mind, and very cool way to start the day. Oh, man, we've got so much good music to get through, and so little time as usual. We will be here for the next 2 hours, though, so do settle in, grab yourself a beverage of choice, and enjoy some music, such as this one. Now, this is from The Dream Kings. They say, I learned how to record mostly by watching your videos. Very cool. Been a bassist for a long time, and just felt like doing everything myself. I'm using an iPad with an iRig Duo. It's a pretty common thing these days. I know Gary Hubbs uses the iRig Pro Duo. I've got one coming on the way, and it's a very cool interface, and it's so cool to hear so many people creating so much good music using iPads and iPhones and the like. So let's take a listen to this one. This is The Dream Kings with The Savior Machine here on your Music Live. Yeah, I agree. Solid rock. Tapping my foot. I know I'm wearing the carpet. I say that every week, but I wear the carpet out underneath my desk here by rocking out to some of this stuff. Yes, interesting rock twist. Could use some low end. Yeah, a little bit in the high end. Like could probably use some pump and kick and bass. But yeah, that synth line. Really cool. Yeah, the rock with the 808s. And it is cool that we have the technology to be a one-man or one-lady band these days. Very, very cool. Good stuff. Yeah, throw some Chester Bennington on there and it sounds like Linkin Park. Here. Absolutely. Very nice, very rockin', very cool. Speaking of very cool, someone who we played a couple of weeks back, and I really dug their previous track, and that was John David Lees. The guy's so cool, he's got 3 names. And he's submitted another track here. It's called Dark Times Ahead. Now, it's here on, he says, co-wrote the lyrics of this song with my best friend. I raised the music, thinking of the movie Easy Rider, living free on the open road. So we have a Spotify link. So what I do with Spotify links is I'm going to actually copy this one. And I'm going to use a service called Song Whip. I've talked about it before. It's a very cool service. Wilson Page is the creator of it. And if you paste in any link from Spotify or Apple Music or anywhere, basically, it'll create you this. It'll create you a page where you can promote your music. The beauty of this is that you're not just giving one link. If someone's not a Spotify user like me, if they're a YouTube Music or an Apple Music user, guess what? They can use whatever service they actually use. So I'm going to jump over here to YouTube and we're going to take a listen to this one here. This is Dark Times Ahead, and this is our friend David John. No, other way around. Sorry, as someone with lots of first names in their name, it can get a bit challenging. Dark Times Ahead here. This is John David Lees here on Your Music Live. Very cool indeed. Yeah, I'm never disappointed. I've listened to maybe 2 or 3 different John David. Let's get them named the right way around, shall we? John David Lees, and yeah, always impressive, always really good stuff, and Dark Times Ahead, indeed. It just has ominous, and just the undertone, the drum beat and the percussion that was under there with the just like drove it along. It created some interest there. You had the really powerful vocals, and then you had the cool rhythm and the cool harmonies going on underneath. So yeah, as Thomas Christ says, yeah, this is pretty cool, like the octave jump in the vox on the chorus. I know, that's another cool thing, adding that variety where you go from the deep and like brooding vocals, the dark times ahead. Yeah, I like it. I dig it in a big bad way. Very cool. Let's go from dark to happy. Because can I get a show of hands? Anyone who digs the music of the one and only wonderful Mr. Happy Ron? Yeah, I dig some Happy Ron, and we're not going to bury the lead this week. We're going to play some Happy Ron nice and early in the show because we want to add some happiness. So we're going from Dark Times Ahead to Happy Ron, and this is called The Good News Is Why Just Listen to the Bad News. I agree. I don't listen to the news because I'm a kid, but no, I don't tend to listen to the news a whole lot because they sensationalize everything. Something that can just be like a thing happened is just like Death Trap 2021. It's like, come on, people. There's enough bad things going on without it being overhyped. But anyway, that's my editorializing. Let's jump over and take a listen to this classic Happy Ron. The Good News Is here on Your Music Live.
Breaking news tonight, images of the downtown federal courthouse explosion.
Choice. The news is that we're all still here. The good news is that we don't need fear. Why just listen to the bad news? Why just listen to the bad news? We are the news we choose. We are the news we choose. Why just listen to the bad news? Why just listen to the bad news? We are the news we choose. We are the news we choose. The good news is we're here right now. The good news is we all know how. The good news is that we're not just here. The good news is that we're everywhere. The good news has no need to be found. The good news is we're all above ground. The good news is we're part of a line. The good news is now is our time. Why just listen to the bad news? Why just listen to the bad news? We are the news.
What do you reckon? Do you love it as much as I do? Yeah, God, not quite the usual happy Ron that you're going to come across, but my goodness, what a cool rockin' tune! Yeah, doesn't it make it like how can you listen to that and not have a big ass smile on your face? Not a big ass. Yeah, nice one indeed. And yeah, just the vocals there. Yeah, the good news is that we're above ground. Like, come on, people. Yeah, the good news is that we've got an hour and 45 minutes of your music live to go, and we just listened to an awesome Happy Ron tune. So, bravo, good show, and jolly good, and all those words. Let's play an Orchestra Eclipse tune, shall we? So the Orchestra Eclipse says, "Hi, Pete. I did a cover of the main theme from the Batman Arkham City, a classic video game. Anyone like the video games? Any video game fans? Classic video game. This particular theme is pretty dark and opera-like. We're going dark again. Please play from 1 minute 10. 1 minute 10 is a time stamp in a cover song. 1 minute 10. Sorry, I just had to vamp there to get to 1 minute 10. Alrighty, let's get our Batman on. I'm more of a Batman defender. Wait, that's Nicolas Cage. This is an Arkham City theme, orchestral cover, Orchestra Eclipse on your music live. Piano will haunt you in your dreams. Sorry, I get a bit carried away. Yeah, nicely done. The orchestra has been eclipsed like the mints. I used that joke last week, and it wasn't funny then either. Sorry, I like eclipse mints. I'm an Eclipse Mints fan. Let's move to our next song. Now, this is an artist who you have heard from before, and we have played at the start of pretty much every show. You know why? Because they wrote the theme music. Yeah. So Mark Cronksong Lovell is someone who has been a great supporter of the channel around here, does all sorts of good things, including songs like this one. Which is a tune called Do It. And Mark says the following about this one. "Hi, Pete. Created in GarageBand on Mac. I've gone all out with this one with distorted bass and guitars. Don't worry, it's only 1 minute and 58 seconds. Loving the baby comeback free plugin suggestion, by the way. Thanks for that." Was that me? Have I covered that plugin? That might have been Patrick. I'm not sure. I do so much that I forget what I've done sometimes. Let's take a listen to this one. Mark Cronksong Lovell, and this is called "Do It" on Your Music Live. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, get that Bono yell going on there. Very cool there from Mark Cronksong Lovell. It is it's a rockin' out today. I know Thomas says that everyone's rocking out today. Yeah, I went the 80s background too. Yeah, you like my little halo? It helps keep me centered in more ways than one. Ba-dum-tsh. Yeah, something, the artwork as well, Dawn. I exactly agree. I exactly concur that Cronksong does a great job with the album artwork as well. And just saying, he does special 2-minute YML mixes of tunes. I mean, everyone else could just step up a bit and not make me have to, fade things down. If you just made a 2-minute song, yeah, a little bit synthwave. Hey, it's a penguin in the house. Hello, QB, the penguin. I hope you are doing well. We got some new QB coming up a bit later. We got some new Thomas Gillane coming up later. We've got some new Kim and some new Wolfstone Studio. Wow, like 4 people in a row. I'm just seeing you here, and I know that we're playing you. There you go, and Jenny there of Wolfstone Studio. So there you go. Everyone's here, waiting for your track to play. But I'm sure you're digging all the other tracks that we're playing as we go, including this next one from Drag Gurus. We've played a few Drag Gurus tunes in the past, and we're going to play another one here. They say, hi Pete, this is a song written after one too many nights pub crawling around Dublin, Ireland. It was the first thing that I recorded in GarageBand after checking out your videos. Very cool. And it is called I'll Never Go Drinking Again. How many, hands up who's ever had that? Give me a beer or a wine or a cocktail emoji if you've had that thought after a big night out. Never again. I'll never go drinking again. Flash forward 1 week and you're like, party. Anyway. Let's take a listen to this one from the Drag Gurus. I'll Never Go Drinking Again here on Your Music Live.
Tonight, Fell in the door at 1:45. Spent all my money forgetting you. Run into your face, I see you, I spew. I'll never go drinking again. Night after night, out on the town. I can't stand up for falling down. Time after time, I say to myself, leave the Jack Daniels up there.
Love it. Yeah, a little bit of 6/8 in our lives. I think it's almost a law that drinking songs have to be in 6/8 time. I've written like a couple of drinking songs, and it's always a get your drink on, right? Should I say red wine at this moment? That's what I'm having as my nightcap. Yeah, let us know. We normally do that on the happy hour, but if anyone's having a beverage, whether it's a cup of tea or you're on the hard stuff, the water like me, let us know what you're having a drink of. Yeah, closing time at the bar for sure. That's what that one's all about. Very nicely done, very cool vibe, and very nice. I would have just liked to hear the lyrics a bit more. To be honest, Drag Gurus, I reckon give yourself a little bit of compression on those vocals and make them pop out, because I could hear some cool words, but I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I'm with you, QB. Cup of water. Alrighty. Now, yesterday here on the channel, you may have seen, and if you didn't, you need to go back and check it out. But I actually interviewed someone very cool. I interviewed Mr. Randy Wind Talker, and that was a very cool time. Yeah, I'm going to play one of his tunes here today. Before we do, thank you, Patrick. Thank you. Let's see what it looks like when I say to Patrick. It's folks like Patrick Chandler who help keep the lights on around here at Studio Live today, because without him, we'd look like this. Oh! Sorry. I know the whole point of a green screen is to keep the illusion that I'm actually in front of this 80s synthwave sunset, but I'm not. So there you go. Yes, good job, Patrick, with the donation. Always helps out. You don't know how much that helps out around the channel. Not to make anyone feel guilty, but as more people go outside and do things, which is awesome, less people watch YouTube videos. So just keep that in mind. Let's jump in and take a listen to this one. This is Wind Talker Music, of course, Randy Motes, who I interviewed yesterday. Check out the interview on the channel if you missed it. And let's go down a low key a little bit. This is a tune called Ethereal from Randy's Awakening album, and what am I playing in the background? We've got SoundCloud in the background. We'll turn that down, and we'll turn this up. Get ready to relax and get into a little bit more of a zen state here with Wind Talker Music, Ethereal. like I need to talk like this after that one. Very ethereal there from Mr. Randy Windtalker Motes. And yeah, if you want to find out, it was in fact the Native American flute that Randy plays. You can see there we've got there's a whole playlist of Randy's album, and you can check out Randy's album Awakening. I'm pretty sure I called it Awakenings yesterday, which is actually a movie from the 80s with Robin Williams, but Awakening is very cool. And yes, as Thomas Gillane says, it's a good piece to tell a story too. Do you like stories? Very nicely done. So yeah, I've decided I'll do that. When we do a Creator Series interview, I'm going to feature that artist on the next episode of YML, because it just makes sense, because I don't play the music during the show because I get copyright claims. But you know what I get on this show? Dozens of copyright claims. So this is my one time a week where I can play music, and it's all good. Yeah, my NPR. I am aware of NPR, and it's very much that long pauses and dulcet tones, but I'm no good. I can't do it. I get too excited and start quacking again, apparently. All right, while we're in a mellow mood, now I haven't even listened to this tune, so I could be totally wrong. Maybe they're rocking out, but Joe and Barry Glenn have another traditional Irish ballad, Bonnie Irish Maid, usually played with Barry on octave mando and me on very limited guitar. On GB, it is nice to be able to add the extras, i.e. Barry plays a much better guitar. And I can add mandolin and octave mando. I can add harmony and whistle. So let's take a listen to this while we're in the mood for a little bit. We've had it. This is the chill section here. Oops, that was the wrong song. I was about to play Ethereal again, which would be fine, but we're going to play some Joe and Barry Glenn. Yeah, and Mark said I kind of look like the Sphinx. I do kind of look a bit Sphinx-like with the whole thing around the head. Let's get back on track here, shall we? And take a look and a listen at Joe and Barry. What? YouTube? YouTube will not just pause. All right, sit. Good YouTube. Sit. Okay. I'll give it a treat later. Let's take a listen to this one. Bonnie Irish Maid, Joe and Barry Glenn on Your Music Live.
As I rode out one morning fair, in early hours I strayed. It being all in the month of May, the birds sang in the shade. The sun shone down so merrily, and the water did swiftly glide, where primroses and daisies grow, down by Blackwater's side. I spied two lovers talking as they walked down by Blackwater's side, and as he embraced her in his arms, these words to her he said, when I'm in America I'll be true to my Bonnie Irish maid.
That could be one of the best produced tunes you've done, folks. Seriously, like that was the instrumentation, the timing, the vocals, the harmonies, as Statistics says. Yeah, everything just came together beautifully in this tune. I think you're right. I think you're nailing it. Every time you produce a song, it's next level, and I love it. There you go. Yeah, 1 minute 30 of pure bliss. I know. And by the way, if you're wondering, I normally say this earlier, but if you're wondering why I only play a little bit of the songs, there's a couple of reasons. Number one is I want to be able to play as many of your songs as possible in the 2 hours that I allot myself to do this every week. And number two is it means that it gives you a bit of a tasting platter. So I consider YML a tasting platter. You can come in here and you can check out songs and then you're like, wow, that Joe and Barry song was next level. I need to go check it out. Guess what? I do the hard work for you. They're all linked. I sit here and painstakingly, every time I'm playing a song, I'm not only swaying or head bobbing or rocking out, I'm also putting the link in the description. So you can come back at the end and go, right, I'm going to play that song and that song. I'm going to subscribe to that artist because they're cool. So there you go. I do the hard work for you. So you can just sit back and enjoy the tunes. There you go. Yes, they are. Yeah, seriously, it is. It's top production. It's getting better and better every time you do it. And exactly, it always brings a smile. How do you watch and listen to Joe and Barry without a smile on your face? It's virtually impossible. Like they were playing like a murder ballad a few weeks ago, and I was here going, yeah, murder, have fun. Alrighty, let's continue on. I'm going to play one more song, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about our wonderful sponsors, because DistroKid have been with us for nearly 5 months, nearly half a year. We've had DistroKid on board this show as a sponsor. They are awesome, and it is the place to go if you want to release your own music. Less than $20 a year. Save yourself 7% with that link. They handle everything for you, and I'm going to show you a cool feature that you can actually add to your music after you release it. And I'm going to do that in just a couple of minutes. But before that, I'm going to play a track, and I'm going to play a track that's been shared on slaps.com, because slaps.com is the social media sharing platform of our friends at DistroKid. So this is from our friend Infarction, who we've heard. I've been following this artist for probably coming on 2-3 years, I reckon. Brian, what do you think? It's been a while. You've definitely been around the channel for a while. You again go from strength to strength. And this week you say, another slight change in direction for me. Unadulterated 80s style pop. Yes, the background finally makes sense, including a prominent sensual sax track. The song is just over 3 minutes long, so go on, Pete. Play it until it's through the sax solo. Oh, there's a challenge. All recorded and mixed in GarageBand on my iPad Air 4 and mastered in Grand Finale. I hope you folks enjoyed my ode to red wine. Wow, we've got a bit of a drinking theme going on here today, don't we? Let's take a listen to this one, shall we? This is Infarction with a tune called Red Wine here on Your Music Live.
I see you standing there, high on the shelf. I want to taste you now. Red wine, you are so fine, you expand my mind. Do we have time to drink red wine? Red wine, you must be fine. Your body full, your complex notes, and your fruity nose, smooth aftertaste. Where are you from? A controlled domain. I will take you home. Red wine, you will be mine. I'm feeling fine. I've got time to drink red wine. Zinfandel, you are my friend on any night.
Zinfandel. An ode to red wine. Yeah, I reckon you could also do like a bluesy like club version. Red wine. You are so fine. Anyway. Sorry, as I've always said, it's always a compliment when I do some weirdness after the song, because it means that I really dug it. But yeah, I like that. Yeah, exactly. As QB says, a catchy melody, and in fact, we've got some QB coming up. You know what? Let's play QB right after this. We call that a tease in the business. We're going to play some QB, and yeah, I really dug the echoed audio there as well. By the way, I really like the subtleness of the saxophone. It wasn't overpowering. It really sat in the mix nicely. So well done. Yeah, time for a red wine. Go do it. Go get it done. So we're going to hear from our friends at DistroKid, and then, yeah, we will jump in and hear some penguins. So get those penguin emojis ready to do. Right, so DistroKid. If you're not familiar with them, what you can do with DistroKid is that you can upload for $19.99 per year or $35.99 per year for the Musician Plus plan. You can upload an unlimited amount of music to Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon, YouTube Music, wherever you name it, you can put it there. You can see all the different places where I've released my music. And here's the cool thing, because it's a yearly subscription, look at what I've released. I've been a DistroKid user for 5 years, and I've released an album, something like 5 or 6 EPs, and 20 plus singles. So yeah, it's a really cool platform to release things. And what I want to show you this week is that there's a bunch of goodies in here that you can check out. You can actually enhance your music. So you can see here we got credits, we got Dave, and we got lyrics. Now lyrics are cool. The reason that lyrics are cool to add here to your songs is that if you add lyrics to a song, then it is searchable via lyrics. Now, it also does things like shows you lyrics on things like Instagram. That works kind of sometimes, but to me, the best thing is having your lyrics searchable for your song. So if I come down here, let's show you how we add some lyrics. It's really, really simple. I've released my song from Righty Doki called Time That Flies. I'm just going to find it. Here it is. And you can see you can do plain lyrics, and that's available to everyone. And synced lyrics is a Musician Plus feature where you can actually time the lyrics as well. We're just going to show you plain lyrics this week. I'll show you time lyrics in a future video. But all you need to do is paste your lyrics here. It gives you some guidelines around what you need to put in there. But basically, you just want to put in the plain lyrics. You can put a line between things to space it out, but the rest of it needs to just be lyrics. So I'm going to copy and paste my lyrics over here. Whoop, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. We're going to go copy and we're going to go paste. Boom. So there's all my lyrics back in 1985, late for class, but feeling fine. So you just put all your lyrics there like that. You say you've read the terms and conditions. I have. I did that in advance. And you hit save lyrics. Done. That's all you need to do. And yes, do as I say, not as I do, because I've got some work to do. I think I need to spend some time updating lyrics in my songs. I've got 42 songs in there that I haven't uploaded the lyrics to. So don't do that. Now, why is this cool? Well, it's cool because if I come here to Spotify now and I want to search for a song, like some of the songs that have lyrics is, say, my song called Anxiety. And Anxiety starts with, you say the time for hope is gone and there is nothing. Look at that. Boom. So if someone hears my song Anxiety and they don't know that it's called Anxiety, they can just search by lyrics and then it's going to pop straight up and they're going to find my song. They can then jump in here and start listening to my tune. And I think that's a really cool feature to have here in DistroKid. So once you've released your music to DistroKid, make sure you add your lyrics, and that's going to help your discoverability. Because if someone hears your tune and they're like, oh, I know, I can hear the hook, but I don't know who it's by, I don't know what it's called, they just go and search it. And of course, things like that get scraped by Google, and then, yeah, your searchability just goes through the roof because you can do that. Yeah, Jenny, I think I do need to get to work. I've got a busy weekend ahead updating all those songs. I should totally do that. And then maybe next week we'll come back and we will update the we'll fix the sync lyrics, and I'll show you how to do those in next week's show. But thank you, huge thank you to DistroKid. Check them out using the link above and down in the description. All right, who's ready for some Penguin? We haven't had any Penguin for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. So I know a lot of you have been in Penguin withdrawal syndrome. Is that a thing? PWS. You've had penguin withdrawal syndrome. So I know what you want to do. You want to pop the penguin emoji in the chat here and charge your glasses and get ready for some unadulterated QB the Penguin goodness here. So let's go with this one. It is called Lost Time, QB the Penguin on Your Music Live. Oh, wow. I just don't want to turn it down. I want to keep playing. Oh man, that was just brilliant. Very, very cubescent, cubist. I don't know. But yeah, that was back to that old school cubey goodness. Yeah, lots of different sounds going on. I loved the change ups there. I love some of those change ups that you got there. And yeah, seeing the track, seeing exactly what you've put into and the effort. Like, I know the effort you've put into that. Yeah, you can use some arpeggios and yeah, you can use some loops, but you've harnessed those. You've spent the time to customize cubescent. There you go. Yes, QB certainly does get the most out of GBIOS. For sure, every day and twice on Sunday. So as with all the other tunes we've played here, if you want to check out some Penguin, get some more Penguin in your life, jump down to the description and do exactly that. Alrighty, let's check out this track here. This is from DS Terry. Speaking of DistroKid, they've given me a DistroKid link. That's kind of cool. Forbidden. Hang on, hold the horses. I might have to find this. So they say my homage, tribute, remake, update, third wave of Bob Dylan's 115th Dream, written by me, lots of UK references, recorded live on GarageBand with added drums, and we've got a hyperfollow here, which didn't quite work there, but I think I've just pasted it in wrong. So we've got another one here. If not, we'll be able to search it out. I'm sure we'll be able to find it. Let's try this one again. That is better. There you go. Here he is. Here's the man with the plan, DS Terry. And this is my Dylan song, 2020th Dream. And this is by DS Terry. Now, because he's given us the DistroKid hyperlink here, we can go wherever we want to play it. So why don't we go? We'll go over to Spotify from here, because it doesn't look like we've got the YouTube here. So we'll play this one in Spotify. This is DS Terry with my Dylan song here on Your Music Live.
So I called up Captain Ahab and I told him text the crew. Start again. So I called up Captain Ahab and I told him text the crew. The whale he choked on plastic, I really thought you knew. Well, we swapped our decks and our throats, bumped our fists and waited for our test. A week later we left New York at the double. We got ourselves a bubble. Don't worry, I'll be confused. There's really nothing wrong. This here's my Dylan song. When the third wave hit, I guess that we would do.
There's definitely some Dylan action in there. I thought that we would do. I do a bad Bob Dylan. As you know, I've been banned from doing impersonations here on the show. There you go, DS Terry. Thank you very much for sharing, because as we say every week, Sharon is Karen and Sharon is Karen. No, I've definitely got an image of you up on a stage in like an English pub, just like playing like Rock It Out with a bit of a Bob Dylan style tune. Let's move to our next song, which is by John George. Man, there's so many dudes with just like a bunch of first names, like I can talk. David John Lees, we've got John George, we've got Pete Johns. It's a short, old school male name fest. Sorry, John. A song written in GarageBand. I consider it my first proper song I created. It's a chill instrumental with guitar inspired by the wonderful Mark Knopfler. Any guitar inspired by Mark Knopfler has got to be good, yeah? I love me some Mark Knopfler. When I learned that Mark Knopfler didn't really know how to read music, then I was blown away, because I'm like, I don't know how to read music properly. Mark Knopfler doesn't either. So I'm down with that. Right now, where is it? It's still playing somewhere. All right, there we go. This is called Whimper, and this is from our friend John George, and we're going to take a listen to it live on Your Music Live. Very nice guitar. Is that complemented by the erhu in the background? Am I hearing that? And have we played that before? The image and the song sounded a bit familiar, but maybe not. Anyway, it's worth another spin, even if I have for some reason played it once before. Giving it another spin, not exactly a bad thing, yeah, when it's cool like that. Rightio, let's move to our next track. Now, this is something that it's using herenow.com, which I think I saw Randy Moats, Wind Talker, use yesterday. I'm not sure, but yeah, this they say. It is from Casa, and they say, my first attempt at a single, all done via GarageBand. Thanks, Pete, for all the great advice. Well, you're very welcome. And let's see, where can we go to play this? Can we get it? See, a lot of these don't have YouTube on them. I wonder if I can sneakily find it on YouTube to play it there, just because it seems to be more consistent. I'm just going to try. Let's just join me on a little experiment here, shall we? Let's jump over to here. We'll jump to Spotify. We'll copy that link, and then we'll use the awesome Song Whip service again, and we'll paste that in here, and we'll see if we can find some hidden things. Maybe it's on YouTube, and Casa didn't want us to find it there. Yeah, it is. There you go. Sorry about that, but I'm going to play it over here on YouTube just because it's my spirit animal. It's my comfort zone. So this is Casa with a track called Digital, and we're going to play it live for you right now on Your Music Live. Yeah, absolutely. I like it too. Yeah, Barry's got it down. It just goes. It just starts. It just does. It goes immediately. I love it. David John Lee's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoyed your track that we played today, David. Well done indeed. Very cool though. Yeah, Casa Digital. I think that's the first time we've played that artist here on the show. So welcome. We've got a whole bunch more show coming up for you right here on this very show, which is called Your Music Live. Including this one. This is from Casey James Rush Bridge. I love it when people have a completely different name to their name as their artist name. I actually totally dig that. Casey, or James, says, hey Pete and friends, I've been trying my hand at recording on GarageBand iOS for a while now. Still have a lot to learn, but I feel this demo is one of my better mixes. It's about a trip I once took to Glen Rose, Fort Worth, and Dallas, Texas. Where are my Texans at? Jim in the house? Any Texans around? Or Texas fans? I recorded all with external instruments myself. Thanks for the inspiration. Well, thank you for sharing. Now, we do have a parental advisory warning on this one. So I don't actually know if this particular track has any rude words, but just a warning there. Block the kiddies' ears, and if you're sensitive, maybe tune out for about 2 minutes, and then we'll be back because we've then got our toilet break, which is coming right up, and then we got some pretty epic songs in the second half. So don't nobody go nowhere. But for now, let's listen to James Rush with Let's Go on Your Music Live. James Rush there with Let's Go. Something that I say very often. There you go. I could play that. I could say, welcome to Studio Live today. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know about the graphic. Yeah, someone drew that right. I'm not sure. Maybe. Or maybe it's one of those like Drawify kind of app kind of things. I don't know. Blindside in the house. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, finally caught us live here doing our thing here. Rocking out to some tunes here. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Funny that it was like, let's go. Time to go. And I'm like, well, it is time to go. Except it's only time to go to our toilet break because it is the halfway mark. Don't go anywhere. We got new Thomas Gillane. We got new Thomas Christ. We got all your Thomases covered in the second half. We're also going to hear from the Hippies House Band and a new song from Kim. Yes, our very own Kim Harden Hudson. This one here has a new track that we'll be playing. All of that and a heap more in the second half, so don't go anywhere. But for now, I'm going to play a toilet break song. Now, this is someone that many of you may know. And you may know that he's a very good friend of mine, a fellow YouTube creator. He has just crushed it. In the last year in particular, he's increased up to over 80,000 subscribers on his channel. He teaches folks how to use Cakewalk, Studio One, all the gear. He's a downright good guy. Got a bit of an English accent, but I don't hold that against him too often. It is, of course, Mike Enjo from Creative Source. Now, he and his wonderful wife, Susie, have put together a tune, and it's from a while ago. It was from September last year. But I've never played it here on the show. And I said to Mike last night, we were having a chat, and I'm like, I'm playing your tune, and guess what? You get the honor of being the toilet break. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy a song that's apparently already playing in the background. Nope, I've still got another song playing in the background. We'll have to close all those off. Make sure we got nothing. Nope, nothing coming through here. Let's take a listen to this one. It is Mike and Susie with I'll Never Know. Our toilet break here on Your Music Live.
Should have laughed, we should have learned. We should have shone before we burned. We should have crawled before we walked. We should have kissed before we talked. We should have looked before we turned.
Should have helped me from the start.
I never thought I'd need to,
and never let us drift apart.
I never thought I'd miss you. We could have taught, we could have learned, we could have taken but returned. How did we ever dream so low? I'll never know.
Of all the things we could have known, of all the ways we could have grown,
of all the things we could get right, we taught each other how to fight. Turn a heart into a stone.
You should have helped me from the start.
I never thought I'd need to,
and never let us drift apart.
I never thought I'd miss you. We could have taught, we could have learned, we could have taken but returned. How did we ever dream so low? I'll never know.
The wonderful Mike and Susie there coming together. And Mike, not only is he an awesome teacher, has some awesome guitars, let's be honest, and he also creates awesome music and has an amazing voice. And just do all the things. Go over and check out Mike. If you've never checked out Mike over at Creative Source, do so right now, because you will not be disappointed. There you go. There, envious of your gear. Well, yes, and he does have good gear, but he's actually a good musician. That's the difference. He didn't go out and buy all the gear and then work on becoming a good musician. He was a good musician and then he bought good gear. There's a big difference, and I think sometimes folks get that flipped around where they're like, it's all about the gear, yeah? No, it's totally not. So I'm stalling for time because I realized I hadn't put Mike and Susie's link in there in the description, and I want to do that, so that you can go and check them out after the show. And Mike, of course, releases all of his music using DistroKid, because of course he does. Let's move on. Hello, Jade Star. That was indeed awesome. Yeah, if you've not checked out Mike's music, he doesn't blow his own horn when it comes to his music too much, but it's definitely worth a look and a listen. So go and do that. You won't be disappointed. Speaking of not being disappointed, we've got a brand new song from someone we've heard from before. And it is, of course, Kim Harden Hudson. She says, "Hi, Pete. Here's a link to my new song. It's called Phone. Warning, it contains one F-bomb. It's all about lacking fulfillment in your life and looking outside yourself to fill the void, or it's just about being bored at work. I can't decide. Only had 2 chords, so my friend wrote down and played an organ and kick drum parts, keyboard clicks inspired by Capsalam's Gamer Girl, and chair squeaks inspired by Stu Cash's squeaky chair on Jade's The Indigo Sunsets behind the song. Made on GarageBand on my MacBook. It's a short one, under 2 minutes, but I hope everyone digs it." There you go. Under 2 minutes means we play the whole thing. I'm creating a new rule right here, right now, that if it's under 2 minutes, we play the whole thing. So let's jump in here and check out this tune. It is called Phone, and it is from our friend Kim Harden Hudson. Let's listen to it live on Your Music Live.
Phone. Think there's something wrong with me. Is there something wrong with me? Tell me what is wrong with me. I can't get a hold of me. I don't wanna live, but I don't wanna die. I just wanna go home, like all the fucking time. This job is slowly killing me, but it's not like I'll ever leave, because I need the money. Lost all my creativity. So phone, can you entertain me, please? Relieve me of my suffering. I thought it was recovering, but I can't get a hold of me. Tell me where to go. Tell me who to be. Tell me who to know. Whoa, well, is it time to leave? You can't give me what I need. I thought I was discovering. Got too much sensitivity. Can get a hold of me.
Kim Harden Hudson with Phone here on Your Music Live. How good was that? I've got to go back and give that a like. It jumped me straight to the next track because it finished so fast. So I'm going to go back and give that one a like. Many of you have already seen and heard that one because you're supporters of people that support this this community, and you've already jumped in there and taken a look and a listen. But amazingly good stuff there. Here's the thing. So Kim, when Kim shared her first song, she was quite nervous and thought, "Oh no, I've not done this well enough." And we all just said, nah, do it, share it, you got to do it. And then it was amazing. And then she's come back with a second song. And it's almost ironic that the folks who share songs that are not scared about what people will think, or that think that, they're beats fire and that they're 100 and all that sort of stuff, sometimes a little bit lacking. It's the people that are just genuinely good and talented artists that may be feeling a little bit hesitant about sharing that usually smash it out of the park. Is that just me? Do others agree with that? It's almost without fail, when people are overconfident and are just oozing with the ego, their music ain't that good. When people are humble and show humility, their music is freaking awesome. Is that just me? I think so. No, I think others can relate. Speaking of relating, I'm bad at segues, but I'm going to play some Michael, aka Zealand Band. Zealand with 3 Zs or Zs. And Michael's given me a 1 minute 36 mix as well. So guess what? We're going to play the entire thing again. Michael says, look to the future, but listen to the past. A shortened version of this tune for the discerning viewer. 96 seconds of mayhem. I love it. So it's called Look at the Future, but Listen to the Past. Something that I can get behind. I'm saying that an awful lot. Yeah, exactly. The Dunning-Kruger effect, what I was just talking about before there. Yeah, people that think that their arse don't stink are usually delusional, yet people that are humble and show humor. Anyway, I know. Yeah, look it up. Look up the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's fascinating stuff. There's a certain number of people that are classic examples of it. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's get the Z's going on. That's the official Michael, aka Zealand Band logo. So you can throw that in the chat if you want to show your support for Michael, aka Zealand. He's also one of my wonderful patrons. He's also an all-round excellent musician. And whenever I press play, I never know what I'm going to hear when it's Zealand Band. So let's hit play and find out. You and I together. Let's go. See, that's what happens when I go ahead and play the whole thing. That was a bit of a Rickroll moment going on there, where I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, look at this. There's pictures of like old dudes with beards, and then I'm like, wait, I know that old dude with a beard. Oh, that's just cool. Very nicely done. Yeah, the entire production. You are a great art. Exactly. Everything that Michael produces is awesome, and yes, I love it all. A good one indeed. Yeah, dig the piano, dig the whole vibe of it. Very, very cool indeed. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. It is a lovely community around here. Yeah, Blindside, if you haven't checked out Blindside, go and check out all of his music. And Blindside was one of the early supporters of this channel. Started out in GarageBand, now using Cubasis and a whole bunch of other things, but a mobile music producer, produces some amazing beats and amazing tunes. So go check out Blindside. And also check out Zealand Band, because that was just vibing. I was chilling to that. I love it. I love it a lot. Let's crack on with our next tune. This is an artist that has kind of blown us away here. The last, I think we've played two of your songs over the last 2 or 3 weeks. It is Black Covers, and this is some orchestral covers of some popular songs featuring some pretty amazing singers. And this one is no exception. They say, "Hi Pete. Here's an absolute 80s classic by Mr. in the house. Kyrie, now in orchestral shape, sung by Swedish artist Mindsong. Hope you enjoy it. Ingo from Black Covers." Well, I'm sure we will, because look at the love that's been thrown the way here already. 808 views and 154 likes, and no one doesn't like it. So it's true. It's a fact. There you go. You call that a fact. No one doesn't like Black Covers. Don't mean to make it a popularity contest, but I'm sure we're in for something cool here. Let's hit play on this one. This is Mr. with their tune Kyrie here on Your Music Live. Very cool. Sorry, I got taken away and swept away, so I wasn't even clicking on the things. But yeah, very nicely done. Very good stuff indeed. Awesome production, great video, the strings, the chorus, the vocals, the everything. Yeah, driving. I know I was totally just swept away in it and got lost. So and it's Kyrie, of course, not Kyrie. What did I say? Kyrie. Man, know your 80s memes. When you're sitting in front of a background like this, Pete, you need to know the names of your 80s songs. That was atrocious. From me, not from the tune. But yeah, good arrangement, really good tune. And yeah, lots of love there. Why do I get the feeling that there's going to be even more likes on that tune afterwards? Because don't forget, down in the description, we have everything that you need to get up to date with all the songs that we've played here on the show, including that one and including this next one, which is from Dawn Janice, the singing nurse. Janice or Janess? Give me some phonetics there, Dawn, so I can pronounce your name correctly in the future. But Dawn Janice or Ness, the singing nurse, says, "Thanks, Pete. This is one of my recently created kid videos. I'm having a blast learning how to use LumaFusion. I incorporated split screen techniques, picture over picture, use of arrows, and even created a moving baby and beating heart. This song is Babies Are Beautiful to teach how special they are. Start at 1:16 and don't miss the beating heart." All right, I will not miss the beating heart. Be still, my beating heart. I love this. I love that you get all sorts of things here on Your Music Live. You've got you can rock, you can hop, you can have some kids music. It's all happening. So we're here at 1:16, and we're going to learn about babies and why babies are beautiful, because they are. Go the babies. Let's take a look and a listen to this one. Dawn Janice, the singing nurse, with Babies Are Beautiful. Long E on both. All right, Genice. All right, I'm going to go with Genice, or is it Guinness? Oh no, now I'm gonna work out whether it's a hard or soft G at the start. Let's just take a listen to this. Dawn can let her music do the talking. Here on Your Music Live.
Babies are beautiful. Babies are beautiful. When they grow inside their mama's tummy, it's a miracle. I once was one. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. Mama's love for me grew in her heart. Her love for me right from the start. The brain is growing smart. Don't forget that pumping heart. Their hands will reach up high to the sky. Their feet will march in time, just like yours and mine. God gave us babies, and oh gee, we all were once one. God gave us babies, we have to treat them kind. Babies are beautiful, babies are beautiful. When they grow inside their mama's tummy, it's a miracle. I once was one. I am beautiful, I am beautiful. Mama's love for me grew in her heart. Her love for me right from the start. When they grow inside their mama's tummy, babies are beautiful. It's a miracle.
Very cool indeed. Nicely done, Dawn Genesi. Am I getting closer? Am I getting closer? Oh, man. Yes, dig it. Nicely done. Created by Dawn Genesi. I'm just going to say it different every time. That's what I do when I don't know how to say someone's name. I say it different every time. Yeah, exactly. A lot of work gone into that. And it is very cool what you can do with a little bit of magic there using, of course, the wonders that are LumaFusion. We had a small break in brain transmission, but we're back. Alrighty, let's grab some Hippies house band, shall we? Because if you are a fan, as I am, of the Metalhead Hippie Show, I mean, the Hippie streams for about 27 hours a week, so I can't say that I catch all the tunes played and every show, because that would be my full-time job. But I do, from time to time, catch the Metalhead Hippie, and he has his own house band. See, you've made it when you've got your own house band. We don't even have a YML house band. We've got special YML mixes, and I think Cronksong is basically our makeshift house band because he does our theme songs. But the Hippies house band have a tune here. It is our 6th original song we wrote together. The band consists of 6 guys from 3 countries, all meeting in the Metalhead hippie community. And you know me, I love communities. I love the fact that we have contributions that come together, and we have collaborations that are just driven by people that just meet through the spontaneity and through the arbitrarily meeting in chats. I just think that's cool. The serendipity of life is amazing sometimes. Let's jump in here and take a listen to this one. This is called Cull the Herd. Sounds rockin' already. Hippies house band. Let's check them out, go over something up, and we're going to take a listen to the Hippies house band, Cull the Herd. Boom.
Take it outside me. surely lose yourself. Yeah, twisted, hurt and anger. We will turn and bite the hands that never fed us. Twisted.
Very nicely done from the Hippies House Band. Oh, well, do we do one more? Boom. There you go. Very cool stuff. Yeah, very very good musicians in there. Let me check because I'm sure in the credits here we'll have the name of all the musicians in the band. Let's check them out to give them some credit. We've got Andy Dion on the wah wah guitar. We've got the padded pedal room guitar. We've got Hurricane Moon, Ian Luckett, and Kakung drums on drums. But of course, don't take my word for it. You can check out the link that I've just popped in the description, and you can go and check out everything that's been here on the show. But we still got 35 glorious minutes of YML to go, so don't nobody go nowhere because we got a heap more to come, including some bear. Yes, there's a bear in there, and there's a bear in here, and a chair as well. So, yeah, only Australians will get that because we have a song called Play School, and the theme goes, there's a bear in there, and a chair as well. There are people with games and stories to tell. It goes on like that. But we're going to play some bear, so get those weird-looking bear emojis. The bear emojis are not as bad as the wolf emojis. They do look a little bit like bears, but if you can fill the chat with bears, that would be good, because I haven't listened to this tune. But Tremor Bear is someone who rarely disappoints with the awesomeness of the tunes that they produce. This one's 2 minutes. We might even get close to the end since it's a 2-minute tune. It's 2 minutes and 1 second. 2 minutes and 1 second. Do we play it? You be the judge. I'm sure we'll be rocking out and I won't be able to stop. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one. This is Tremor Bear with Have Faith, and we're going to play it live here on your Music Live, brought to you by our wonderful friends at Distro Kid. There you go, embracing the 2-minute YML mix. And because Bear used, that is a funky bear, because Bear used slaps.com, which is of course the music sharing network from our good friends at DistroKid and sponsors of this channel, then there was no ads. It didn't autoplay. It didn't autoplay something else at the end, make you upgrade to some premium plan that no one would ever want. It just played the music. So if you are sharing your music online, I highly recommend slaps.com, not only because it is from our wonderful friends at DistroKid, but it's just a cool platform that lets you upload all your music. And it's like a nice gateway to DistroKid itself. So if you're not quite ready to release your music online to Spotify and iTunes and Apple Music, all the places, then start releasing to Slaps. And the cool thing is, if you jump over to Slaps, you can actually check out a bunch of other people's music as well. Because when I come in here and I go to my home, it's going to present. It's going to say, hey, would you like to play this Thomas Gillane track? And I'm going to say, yeah, I will, but not just yet. And again, we call that a tease in the business. Pretty funny that it just happened to show me that Thomas Gillane track. And it's one that we've got coming up. Yeah, where's Lotto Cat? The lottery ad that we normally get on SoundCloud. That's the only redeeming factor. Look, SoundCloud's cool. I use SoundCloud. SoundCloud's fine. But yeah, it has ads, and I have to try and navigate those. But I do miss Lottery Cat because for only $1.20 or $2, I don't remember, you can buy lottery tickets. But don't buy lottery tickets because the odds, if you're going to gamble, do some better gambling than lottery tickets. Anyway. Or you know what? Do what you want because you're a grown-ass person. Let's find our next song. This is from Chris Constanzo, and they said this song is titled You. You, yes, You. It was made 100% in GBIOS, and it's about being haunted by the past. And after all my railing on SoundCloud, it's a SoundCloud link, but that's okay. Let's just see. Well, maybe we'll get an ad. Maybe now I've called the SoundCloud gods into... No ad. And it hasn't even auto-played. Oh, yes, it has. It has auto-played. That's the problem I have with SoundCloud is you open a SoundCloud link and it auto-plays, which I'm sure is what most people want. Most people aren't running an online show about independent music and don't want things to autoplay. I happen to be that small minority. But anyway, Chris Costanzo with a tune called You. Let's listen to it live on Your Music Live. That was a cool little phaser flanger solo going on there at the end. Very cool. Well, the end, the middle. we played almost a whole song. No, not quite. But yeah, there you go. Chris Costanzo with You. Very cool. I love it. Yeah, now that's a phaser. I really love the cover. I really love, everything about it. Dig the vibe of this one, especially the way the vocals start quiet and then really kick in. Great guitars too. Yeah, excellent. Excellently done. If that was correct grammar, I would say excellently done. I like it. Yeah, and the cover is great. Yeah, look at that. Very, very nice cover. Just excellent artwork. You folks are not only amazing artists in a musical sense. Many of you are amazing artists in a artistic sense with your artwork. So I may commission you to design my next covers. Let's move on to our next artist, and this is Cha Match, and they say this song was written and produced while being in an identity crisis during the at the beginning of the year. It's all about looking deep inside yourself, trying to fulfill the void that we have found. The lyrics aren't in English because I'm from Brazil. I hope you like it. I'm so sorry about my grammatical. It's terrible. Well, apart from that part, grammatical, it was actually fine. I wouldn't have even noticed. So, and yeah, it's actually better than many English-speaking people. Sometimes I get things that are just like, yo, brah, play fire beat now, brah. And I'm just like, excuse me? What's this about my brah? All right, let's go. I'm telling you, once we get past an hour and a half, it all goes downhill from here. But hopefully it gives you a chuckle, me being a bit of a fool. Let's take a listen to this one. It's called Oko, and it is by Cha Match here on Your Music Live. That is a very nice little vibe there. Very nice bit of lo-fi with a lot of mood going on there. And I agree, just need those vocals up a little bit louder. And it may just be that when you're starting out, sometimes you don't put the vocals up loud enough because it's a confidence thing. And you'll get there. But more often than not, it's the same sort of thing. It's what we said before. What was it? The Dunning-Kruger effect? People that have vocals that probably shouldn't be turned up loud and maybe should be buried in the mix tend to turn them up too loud. I do that sometimes. And people that have amazing vocals, they tend to feel self-conscious and they bury them down in the mix. And I don't get it. It's almost like I can tell the quality of someone's singing. When they're starting out, the quality of your singing is almost directly, inversely proportional to the volume of the vocals. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But yeah, very cool. Very nicely done. And I think that's the first time we've heard from that particular artist. So thank you for being there. Someone that we have heard from before and has a cool name is Distorted Fate. Yeah. They say, Maid using GarageBand on iPad, fast and epic instrumental metal. Surely to send chills down your spine while listening. You've got a spine chill guarantee. That's bold and brave right there. When you can guarantee spine chilling effects with your instrumental metal, I'm going to call it. That's bold. So let's see. Get your spines ready. Just give them a little rub to get them warmed up because they're about to be chilled by Distorted Fate and their tune Messenger of Death on Your Music Live. Wow. I mean, when you give me an intro, when you say that my spine is going to be chilled, you got to bring it, right? Like that's setting yourself up right there. But when you execute like that, yeah, done. Exactly. The drums, the guitars, everything. Like when you play metal like that, it's got to be tight. Like I mean, it's got to be like underwear that's 2 sizes too small tight. Otherwise, it just can sound so sloppy so quickly. But when you just bring it all together and you are right in the groove, right in the pocket, yeah, done. There you go. Okay, well, I'm just going to have to finish the show now because that was too cool. No, of course not. We've got 20 minutes to go and we've got some awesome artists to finish off the show here, including our next artist, which is the following. I can't find them, so I'm just stalling for time. Mr. Dan Ekberg. And Mr. Dan Ekberg has used the wonderful Slaps to share a tune with us. And he says, an instrumental I wrote on my way home from Florida themed about short and long road trips. Please start from 52 seconds so it gets to the interlude, which is the best part in my opinion. Sure thing, Dan Ekberg. I will do that. We'll start at 52 seconds and we can do that nice and easily. You know why? Because slaps.com. It's almost like I love District Kids so much I let them sponsor the show. Because I did, and I do. But slaps.com is very cool. No ads, no lottery cats, just cool music. So let's take a listen to this one. This is our man, Dan Ekberg, with a little ditty called Road Trips, and let's listen to it live on Your Music Live. That's a head bopper. That's a head bopper for sure there, Dan. I need to slow down my speech. The longer I do this show, the harder it is to speak. And I know someone said before that the Metalhead Hippie does like 6 and 7 hour live streams. I got no idea how. I get to the end of 2 hours and I'm just spent and exhausted. I give you everything. I don't leave anything in the tank. We have a lot of fun here on this show. It's my favorite time of the week. I say that every week because it is. Because I get to sit back and just listen to a whole bunch of cool tunes. Arnie G, did I miss Arnie G jumping in? Hello, Arnie G. I hope you are doing well. A little birdie told me you got a new tune in the works. Looking forward to playing some new Auntie G in the near future. But for now, one of our wonderful moderators who's been around the channel for a very long time is Mr. Amarasaya, also known as Light Asta, which is his comedy alter ego. And he's got a short comedy song. How long is it here? Oh, it's 1 minute 40. We'll play the whole thing. He says, this is a short comedy song I made about what feels like eons ago. It was inspired by Mr. Beast's Team Trees project. Who remembers that? Anyone? Is this thing on? Well, either way, enjoy the song. Yeah, I don't. My children watch Mr. Beast. I've watched a couple of Mr. Beast videos, but yeah, I don't know the memes. And I call them the memes because if you noticed how older people like me, if they're trying to say something, they're just like, oh, I don't really know about the distro kid. I don't really understand the memes these days. I don't watch the what's a cool show these days? I don't even know. I don't watch the Gogglebox. That's not a cool show. Anyway, let's take a listen to this one. This is Light Aster with Trees on Your Music Live.
This a tree, 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 this a tree. Look at this thing, what could this thing be? I'll give you a second and let you think. It's a tree, it's a tree, it's a tree, it's a tree. Tree, 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 tree. Practically everything that you see is a tree. Look around you, what do you see? Almost everything is a tree. Your house is cool, but where would it be if we never had any trees? This a tree, this a tree, this a tree, this a tree. This a tree, as you can see, there really is no mystery. Yeah, this a tree, this a tree, this not a tree. What is this thing? What the crap is this thing? And why is it so ugly? Wait, that's me. Is that me? Yeah, that's me now. See, this is me. I'm wasting lines. Let's get back to trees. Is this a tree? Yes, a tree. Yes, a tree. Yes, indeed. Here a tree, there a tree, tree, a tree, 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 tree. Look around you. What do you see? Almost everything is a tree. How you like them apples? They're straight off a tree. You say you don't like nature, but look where you've been.
Oh, it's a tree, it's a tree, it's a tree, it's a tree. Oh, I dare not play. Oh, let's leave it. We played that a couple of weeks ago. I dare not play a song like that at the end of the show. Otherwise, all of us would just be walking around at the end of the show going, it's a tree, it's a tree, it's a tree, it's a tree. I just love things that... Too much music takes us... Like, music can be serious. Yeah, music can hit you in the feels and warm in the cockles and all those things. But just have fun. Sometimes just having fun with music is what it's all about, in my humble opinion. All right. Now, we just have an overload of music here this week, so I do apologise. There are some of the regulars that have been submitting every week. We're just not going to be able to get to every song. So I do apologise for that, but that's okay. We will be back next week with a whole lot more because we've only got 15 minutes left, which means we got to get through a few more songs. I reckon we've got 4 or 5 in us. Yeah, don't need to worry, don't need to stress. And by the way, straight after this, Mr. Thomas Christ. Yes, he will be playing live. So if you want to keep enjoying some more musical content, then you can do that. Oh, we've got an ad. What's the ad for?
Receive a personalised program, qualified health coach and over-the-phone support.
I don't know what they're even advertising. It's an ad, but it's not. It's just an audio ad. So it won't even tell me what it is. See, it's not even Lotto Cat. It's an ad for some random thing. I've been listening to the hockey this week, by the way. Montreal Canadiens winning in 4. Vegas Golden Knights through against Colorado. Not a single first seed getting into the round of 4. Hockey, weird, man. This year's NHL season is bizarre. Anyway, I was watching the hockey and listening to all of the American ads, and it's like, my goodness, you got a lot of ads for hospitals and healthcare systems and things. I'm like, geez, I wouldn't want to have to be like, which hospital will give me the best service and afford? I'm just like, take me to a hospital, dude. Anyway, I say that to make commentary on nothing. Wolfstone Studio. Is there a Wolfstone Studio in the house? Come on. Throw those horrible wolf emojis. Not that the Wolfstone Studio are horrible, but the emojis here look just weird. They kind of look like a camel or something. Anyway, so there you go. It says, hi Pete, if you could start this song at 108. See, I'm glad I read the notes. 108. Where is 108? See, a little bit harder with SoundCloud, isn't it? 108. I know that Wolfstone Studio are kind of in the process of moving over to Slaps. So I think I've seen you sharing on Slaps. So there we go. That's about 108. I'll explain why. After a verse and a chorus, you will hear the guitar solo. I'm not really a lead guitarist, so I use the guitar band. What is it? Guitar band guitar function. I'm sure a real guitarist could do a much better job. Don't worry, you don't have to play the entire solo. Other than that, I like the song called It's Not Over. Thanks for playing and listening. It's not over, and that's right, because the show is not over. Yeah, look at that. Looks like a grey horse, doesn't it? Is that supposed to be a wolf? It honestly just looks like a horse. Or maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but if that's not a horse, I don't know. Slaps or slabs? Both. Put your music on slaps while drinking an entire slab, which is what we call beer. By the way, I'll tell you something about Canada when we come back because I finally got it. And it was when I was watching a TV show. Let's take a listen to this one. It's Not Over, the wonderful Wolf Stone Studio on Your Music Live.
Running hard, arrest me wide. And all you know is just a lie. But here I am, I'm back again and trying. Never heard, I only heard my only line in the whole world. You said we're done, but you're the one I'm hoping. It's not over. All I need is one more chance to change your mind. Now my heart is on the line. It's not over. No matter what I told you, when I wasted all your time. Now my heart is on the line. It's not over. 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 All I need is one more chance to change.
How do you not get up and dance to that, right? Yeah, exactly. Get up and dance. Well, here's the problem. If I get up, you'll just see my midriff dancing around. Yeah? And then then I'll just be doing like the Aussie two-step, which is just the step, 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 step. It's not cool. No one wants to see that. Some people may have thought that was an improvement. That is a cool sound. Exactly. Disco fun, disco music, disco dancing. Very nicely done. And yeah, I agree with fake guitars for the win. Nothing wrong with a bit of a guitar, especially with a song like that. Yeah, I think that worked well. It sat in there nicely. If you didn't call it out and tell me about your, tell me that it wasn't just a guitar being played, I wouldn't have even noticed. Wouldn't have even given it a second thought. There you go. Yes, yeah, you're welcome. There you go. You got to see my logo at least. It would just be a dancing Studio Live Today logo, jumping around. By the way, if you want to look cool like this and pick yourself up a Studio Live Today t-shirt, you can do so. StudioLiveToday.com/merch. T-shirts, hoodies, mugs for the win. Yes, this one. This is a special edition one with the red. I haven't produced this one for sale. This is actually my happy hour edition that my daughter designed for me. So these are not available in stores, but maybe soon. All right, we're low on time, and I've got 3 more tunes I want to play to you. And apparently I want to choke on my water. Let's go with some Mars Capone. Let's go out with some Mars Capone. And then I've got a pair of Thomases, which sounds really creepy and weird after I just said it out loud. Sounds like it could be a code for something. But yeah, we're going to have some Mars Capone, and then we're going to have a pair of Thomases to finish our finish strong here. So Mars Capone, our man Greg Hernandez, says, still honing my iPad production craft through a series of flip challenges. This one done mainly in koala sampler. That's what koalas say. From the app's official sample flip challenge, Lo-Fi AF. Let's get some lo-fi in our lives, shall we? With the one and only Mars Capone. And hey, hey, on Your Music Live. Mars Capone is another one of those artists that whenever I hit play, I never quite know what I'm going to get. And I do love the video production there. I love those haze popping up there. Very cool. Yeah, there you go. Soundtrack for the next Purge movie. Just a funky beat with just a little bit of variety that just brings you, keeps you on your toes and makes you do the things. Very cool indeed. Yeah, I like this background. I might use this more often. Feels like space age. North. Yeah, epic stuff. 2:11 too long. You know what? Yeah, let's just turn you back up. It does go longer than my official 2-minute limitation that I've just made. Wow, wow, wow. I do like the wah. I do like the wahs. Very good and very nice visuals in that one. Very cool. Oh, we got a big smash cut at the end. Yeah, see, if I play the whole thing, what motivation do folks have to go and check it out? To jump into the links below and go and check out the full version? That's why we roll like that. Exactly. Right, let's finish up. I did promise you a couple of Thomases, and we are going to play them here now. So we've got some Thomas Gillane, and then we're going to finish with our man Thomas Christ, because he is live. I like that. I just checked Thomas's, and he put up 5 minutes past the hour as his starting time, because he knows that I'm always going to go long. So he's gotten used to the fact that he's always starting late because I'm always finishing late. Let's jump over to this one. Now, I caught this song during the week. I missed the premiere, but I then managed to catch it later in the week. And it is called Beg for Nothing, Bow to None. And Thomas says it's a theme song for victims who've survived abuse, a reminder for them to grow and regard themselves as victims no longer. It is an amazing tune, and yeah, just sit back, turn this one up, close your eyes, and relax. Oh, what was it about Canada? Sorry, before we play this one, yeah, I finally learnt that loony being $1 and toonie being $2 meant a $2 coin. A loony and a toonie. Get it? Loony is 1, toonie is 2. Took me a while. I was watching Kim's Convenience, my current favourite show, last night, and she found a toonie, and I'm like, oh, a $2 coin. Sorry, yeah, that was about Canada. So Thomas Gillane, Beg for Nothing, Bow to None, here on Your Music Live.
Look who has awoken, a man with nothing to fear or to lose. Who begs for nothing and bows to none. Beg for nothing and bows to none. We all feel your presence. Away with your darkness, my light will shine. Cause I'll remain patient when you're out of time. While I see your piercing gaze into mine. Your sins outweigh your virtues. Pray to the gods, they won't forsake you. You'll beg for forgiveness when your life's on the line. The joke is on you, 'cause judgment is mine. silhouette in the corner of my eye. Everything I say to you is met with a sigh. Always a guest, never a host. I feel I'm dealing with a ghost.
That's another hard one to turn down. You don't want to do it, but I'm doing it because I need you to jump over and check it out. So go over to Thomas's channel and listen to the entire song. I dare you to listen to it once. I listened to it all the way through. I did this with Thomas's last song when he was on Jade's channel in the Behind the Song show. The show finished and then I listened to the song, I think 3.5 times afterwards. I don't know why I listened to it half a time, but yeah, that was just huge and epic and amazing stuff from our friend Thomas Gillane, who I did get confused with our next artist, Thomas Christ, because I met them both around the same time around the channel and around the Facebook groups, and I got confused between Tom Rochelle and Tom Gillane because they both have sort of European-sounding names. So I was talking to Thomas Christ, our friend Tom Rochelle, one time, and I'm like, you're from Europe, aren't you? You're from Belgium? And he's like, Pittsburgh? And I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, sometimes we get things wrong. Speaking of Thomas Christ, this time I'm good at segues. Whoop, whoop. And we are going to finish up the show here. So Thomas Christ is up next. He was a wise man to give himself a 5-minute buffer because we are 5 minutes late. Because I want to play you this new tune from Thomas Christ. It is called Add Chaos. Yes, just Add Chaos. It's been a week of chaos. We had Randy Motes, Wind Talker, yesterday, creating chaos, creating calm from chaos was the name of the interview yesterday. And now we've got Add Chaos. So Thomas, our friend, says the following. Hi Pete, this track Add Chaos is my newest release from my upcoming album, The Creator, due later this summer or winter, if you're me. It was created using Chord Gadget 2 and Logic Pro and was mastered by Jade Starr. There's a bit of a common theme going through a lot of stuff mastered by Jade Starr. It is about the underrated value of adding some chaos to your creations and your life. Yeah, I'm down with this. Add some chaos. Like, give it a little bit of something different. If you're feeling like you're stuck in a rut, just do something different. Grab something different with your music and with your life and embrace it. And that's what we're going to do right now, because we're going to listen to this one from the one and only Thomas Christ. The last song here of the day, Add Chaos. I highly recommend adding a little chaos to your life. And if you want more chaos, guess what? you can catch Thomas Christ live. Not sure, are you playing that one, Thomas? There is Thomas Christ coming up live. In fact, here he is here. Look, you get sheep. So you can jump over in 1 minute's time. Don't worry. We time these things perfectly to perfection so that you can jump over and check out Thomas Christ live. Less than a minute now. Oh, we better get a move on and take our leave. But I do want to thank you all. Thank you everyone who submitted a song here today. Thank you everyone who was here on the show, contributing in the chat. You do all make it all worthwhile. And as I say, it is your music live, so there would be no show without you. What have we got coming up here on the weekend? Well, I've got a happy hour tomorrow. We're going to go old school. I'm going to go back and play some original tunes from my 2018 album, Selfish Aware, and even some from like my songs from the 90s. So you're going to get a few little treats and a bit of old school Pete Johns from some other bands and things that I played in. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun. We've then, of course, got the Creator Series, which is featuring my friend Sarah Newen, who is a live streaming guru extraordinaire, and GarageBand Weekly to round out another big weekend of live here on Studio Live today. Thank you everyone for being here. Take care of yourselves, take care of others, keep creating, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye and good.